Hi class, this is Isis. The professor brought up a really good issue about how the way you think in terms of systems thinking really does reflect your leadership and your work basically. One issue that I have been seeing because I work in government right now is the unenrollment of people on Medicaid here in California. After the pandemic, a lot of lifts have been lifting in terms of people now need to renew their Medicaid. And after those couple of years of not having to renew your Medicaid, now there's a lot of people who are not covered. And this is where it does become an issue and where we kind of have to start thinking in systems as a whole. Because not only will it be involving the patient, but it's also involving the healthcare providers and government. And what I think is a good idea and where to start is having those resources where patients and or clients can go reapply if their Medicaid had stopped, and helping them so that way they can be an advantage of getting that healthcare coverage. Because if we let it go for too long, then something can happen. Like, instead of having that preventative care, something big can happen to a patient where they need a really big treatment plan or a big procedure, and now they literally cannot really afford this at all. So and then we have to apply that retro pay for Medicaid, and it has become an issue because not only do the healthcare providers have to deal with that, the patients have to deal with that, but also so do the employees in the government, who have to be extremely proactive and have to follow policies and rules and everything to kind of keep that going. So that's definitely something that a lot of leaders have to really look at as a whole, so that way the patient can be benefited in the best way possible. And and then other things such as high turnover rates in healthcare. We're seeing a lot less healthcare providers coming in, and you do have to take the time in consideration that these healthcare providers, especially physicians, need years of education, and we're now coming to the point where some of our longest standing physicians are now retiring. Who's going to take over those roles? How do we also keep at retention rates low, and how do we have people stay and put their mental health and physical health first? These are a lot of issues that leaders do have to think in a whole, in systems thinking, because there's so many feedback loops. There's just so much stuff going on that you can't just put a band-aid on it. Like, for the high turnover rate, you can't just continue hiring people right off the street. That's not going to be successful. You do need to think about your current employees. You want to keep them there. You want to build them. You want to invest in them is the word I was trying to find. So those are really big issues that we're seeing. And we talk about systems thinking. You hire people for systems thinking, but why aren't these things being done? It's really odd. Is it hard to challenge people in higher positions? I don't know. Or is it because we're getting pushback from government? Are we getting pushback from leaders in those higher positions, such as CEOs, vice presidents, all that stuff? So it's something to really think about, because then kind of start thinking, okay, well, are you benefiting the organization? Are you benefiting the mission? Are we holding our values? So something to think about. Hope you have a good week. Thanks. Bye.